Hello everyone, this is Jeff Lee, the card lover. In 2014, December the 9th, I've uploaded the Orion count tutorial and more than 5 years have passed. Now I realize that tutorial made my channel's revival. I really feel thanks to all who watched my Orion count tutorial, and I really appreciate to Joe Angle, Stormy Weather, Starman, and Paul Evans who wrote a helpful comment to my video. For them and those who want to learn this false count insincere, I decided to upload the Renewal version of my Orion count. This will contain much further explanation. So, without further ado, let's get into the Orion count. Okay, so did you enjoy watching it? I mostly used Orion count in my short self-made card routine just to show how powerful this false count is. Now I will teach you how this works. So it doesn't matter how many cards, but in this case I'm going to teach you with the 4 cards. So how this thing works is the red back will conceal the rest of the color it's back. Okay, well right now I have 4 cards, but when you do the Orion count, it looks like I have 4 cards with red backs. Of course it doesn't. So the bottom card, in this case the red card, conceals the rest 3 of them. Okay, so what you have to do, grab your card with your left hand, mechanic grip or say dealer's grip, whatever you call, and then with your middle finger point to the end of the card in this point and make a pivot point with your right thumb, just like so. This will be a pivot point. Now what you have to do is to make a twirl with this card, okay, with your right hand. So using your using your index finger, go behind the card, push it. That will make a 180 degree, and the rest 180 degree will make with your middle finger going around and push it upwards. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. All you have to do is 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all. So after you are used to this move, this index and middle finger move, you do this with your thumb. push the top card kind of hard, and then peel out with your right thumb. It'll automatically, around 90 degrees, it will rotate automatically around 90 degrees or so. And then help the rest of 90 degrees with your index finger to make it 180 degrees turn. And then what you have to do with your middle finger, do the same thing again. Do the same thing, peel out with your left thumb. You're gonna rotate. Help with your right index finger and help with your middle finger. One, thumb, index, middle, bam. I'm gonna show this just one more time, okay? So you're in this position. Once again, left thumb, right index, right middle finger, left thumb, left index, right index, right middle finger, left thumb, right index, right middle finger. Boom. That's all you have to do. So, that was the basic tutorial of the Orion count. Now let's see the performance point of view in order to understand the handling much easier. Now that you saw the performance point of view, I'm gonna tell you how I use the Orion count in various ways. So, kind of beginning of this video, I showed you a color change of the colors back. I used 4 colors, but what's important is I used 5 cards instead of 4 cards. I'll show you why. For instance, if I had cards like in this order, kind of like a rainbow, it's easy to memorize. Red, yellow, green, blue. Okay? Just remember this order. After I do this, Orion count, and I execute this Orion count, the order changes. Before it was red to blue, but right now it's blue to red. It's completely reversing the order. So, when I do the Orion count same, it only shows the blue and red always. Because as I said before, the Orion count shows the bottom card. Only the bottom card. So only red, blue, red, blue. So what I sought with the idea was to use 5 cards instead of 4 cards. So I placed in this order with there's a red, green, 2 blues, and yellow. In this way, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. And as you do the 4, don't count one more cards. Just place the 2 cards. Of course, spectator looks like it's 1 card, then I'm gonna drop it. Just as if pretend you have only 4 cards. The same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the green will be in the back, and of course 2 cards are placing the row. And once again, green, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's a blue card, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, because of the pivot point and this rotating around, these cards will never be split up. So I think you can be sure about this move. So in this way, you can actually deceive the number of the card and deceive the color of its back. So it's kind of an effective way. Well, not only front, not only back of his card, you can actually use the front of his cards. For instance, by executing this Orion count, you can actually show these cards. Looks like they are all blank cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, if you want to, just use the empty count, as I taught before in a previous video. Just show them that you have, some jokers, all 4 of them. Of course, there's 1 blank card left, but whatever you want. So in this way, you can actually, making appear, disappear, or let's see, or in opposite way, you can actually execute the empty count, and then and then perform the Orion count, making the L jokers disappear. So you can actually perform some appearance, disappearance, and since you can do both of them, you can actually move the card. You move the joker of the card, or you can use it in various ways. So that was my Orion count tutorial. I really appreciate to whom watched my Orion count tutorial once again. If you want to learn other false counts and other sleight of hand such as Elmsley count, as I taught in the previous video, click the upper left corner here. If you want to learn some other card tricks, click the upper right corner. Okay. So if you have any questions or feedbacks about my video, please leave a comment below. Then I'll accept your opinion to make my video better. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.